Over $600 trillion is about to move into the XRP ledger, which will cause the price of XRP to rise above $227. This will be the biggest breakout in XRP history. This is going to be historic, and it could happen as soon as 7 days from now. This is huge, because people are going to become multimillionaires. Of course, people who keep XRP will become very wealthy over time, but that only happens when trillions of dollars enter the XRP ledger. BlackRock and JP Morgan have stated that XRP will be at the front of the wave of tokenization that will involve over $400 trillion. Ripple has already said that it will buy back over $1 billion worth of XRP in order to get as much of it as possible while it's still cheap, around $2 or $3, before it takes a huge hit at $227. Think about that. The largest purchase in XRP history, along with the addition of over $400 trillion worth of tokens to the XRP ledger, making it the richest place in the world. All of this is happening at the same time, which is called supply shock. Along those lines, some of the biggest and best banks have also predicted similar numbers. For example, Wells Fargo said that XRP could rise to between $100 and $500 in the next 2 to 7 months. This is exactly when we are now, on November 1st. Of course, this means that trillions of dollars will be added to the XRP system. This will cause such a huge supply shock for XRP that the price will skyrocket to $100 to $500. This is XRP, and its price is now over $2.40. There has been a huge comeback, and the price is now officially going up while the volume is absolutely soaring. We're also excited to let you know that we've teamed up with Uphold, the biggest and best XRP exchange, to give you up to $100 worth of free XRP. Once more, this is a completely free chance to get some free money, or you can buy XRP with no strings attached. Once more, the whole thing takes less than 5 minutes. Not only do you need to like, share, and subscribe, but you also need to use the link in the description to sign up for a poll. That's all there is to it. Then you'll get a free bonus worth up to $100, which you can use to buy XRP. But allow me to begin today's video right away. This is a very exciting one for me, and I think you'll love it. It has now been proven and made public. Ripple is going to raise more than $1 billion to buy XRP. There are a billion. And this is going to happen in the next 2 days. Of course, this is going to add a huge amount of money to the XRP system. It will also buy XRP, which will cause a supply shock for XRP. The price is going to slowly rise to $3.84 and then stay there for about a week or a week and a half. Then there will be a huge pump that will go through the roof and hit $227. Now let's get to the good stuff. Because, well, I'm obviously very excited. It's clear that I'm a bull because all of this is about to happen. Again, the fact that it's not me or an expert saying it is proof. That's what the bank really says. I mean, Wells Fargo says that X-rays cost $100 to $500 each. That's already a strong sign. But how is that even possible? It all comes down to adding trillions of dollars to the XRP system. And BlackRock is one of the organizations that is putting money in. Look at this, guys. I mean, this guy is really, really, really big. BlackRock has already said that it will turn assets into tokens on the XRP system. This is what Eric Trump says. Eric Trump says that everything will be turned into tokens. Once more, the proof that BlackRock is going to do this. Look at this for a second. It has been very clear, of course. BlackRock and JP Morgan have both put a lot of money into XRP. It turns out that BlackRock and JP Morgan are quietly buying XRP, as their report showed. It also says that BlackRock will tokenize $1.5 trillion, JP Morgan will start taking XRP, and RealFi will unlock the 600 trillion real-world SMRKP tokens that are on the XRP ledger. Hey guys, this is huge. Let us now talk about RealFi. It turns out that RealFi is what will shock the XRP ledger's supply the most. I believe that the biggest breakthrough is about to happen because of this huge organization that is moving into blockchain and the cryptocurrency space. This place is called RealFi. RealFi is the first marketplace for assets that lets you use the XRP ledger to buy real-world assets like real estate and earn awards at the same time. And they're doing all of this while also letting people buy real estate through the XRP ledger using a certain coin that is based on the XRP ledger and is the real token. Even though we've already talked about this project, I think it's really cool because it will add the $650 trillion market straight to the XRP ledger. This is the real coin, and it's really cool. Check out this project. Some projects have gone up hundreds of thousands of % since they first started. For example, this one was priced at 1/100th of a penny just 2 or 3 months ago. They just started about 3 months ago, so it's still pretty new. Take a look at it now. It's gone up almost 3 cents, or even more than 3 cents, and it's going to break out towards $65,000. That's what everyone is talking about. This is what experts and researchers say. That you should see right now. Look at this right now. It literally says that trading at just 4 cents could go up to $65,000 per token if just 1% of the $650 trillion market enters its environment. The market cap goal is $100 billion. You can see that it makes sense because there aren't many of the real tokens. The supply for part 1 is 22 million. That was all that was left. And it's clear that it has strong backing and very little resistance. See, real token is really helping to solve a problem worth many trillions of dollars. That is the truth of the matter. Because of this huge, it making that possible, RealFi is fixing the last $1 trillion problem, but it does so by using real token. That means the money that RealFi is helping to send will end up in the real token. Because of that, there will be a huge number of contacts and transactions. That will lead to supply shock because for a long time there won't be enough real tokens to go around. We can see that they don't have a lot of them, which means that prices will go through the roof. Yes, it is true that XRP will need to be priced out above $10,000. Why? Again, this is because at some point, financial institutions like Ripple will want to buy XRP because they know there isn't enough of it. There will be so much demand that there won't be any supply, so XRP will have to be priced above $10,000. Just picture that, but 100 times bigger. I mean that quantity is 100 times less. In the same way that there are 100 billion XRP, there are at least 22 million real tokens in Phase 1. Also, there is a market for real Vi worth $600 trillion, which is the same amount of money that could go into the real coin. We are, however, talking about the huge amount of wealth that is about to happen and the huge supply shock that will follow. Additionally, if you look at the real token, it's been expanding and growing at an insanely fast rate, and this isn't even with it being listed on any centralized exchange. There's no mass marketing campaign, there's nothing. It just keeps growing every day, as new people join the ecosystem and RealFi and the real token rise. This is the big part, guys. Think about what this would look like as a real-world object. This is the project real-world object token. It can be bought and sold on any centralized market. Most of the time, the price is at least a few $100s. They're not even close to that level yet because Realtor is still very new and they're not written down. Think about what will happen if these guys get listed. They will definitely break out. We're talking about a crazy level of breaking out because their supply won't be able to keep up with the huge demand. Also, you should know that I'm obviously very, very high on the real talk. A lot of other people are too, and I even bought an HTG bag. I want to make it clear that I'm not a financial expert and that this is not financial advice.